started. First of all, you're going to need about 10 plastic bowls and 6 to 10 of the toothbrush holders. You can get these at your local dollar store, and you're also going to need some smelly, yummy treats that your dog is really into. The first thing I do is I start teaching my dog some nose games. I personally like the shell game. My dogs seem to be able to get onto it quite quickly and understand the concept of it. So what you do is you take your plastic bowl, and I start with one, and I poke holes all the way around it to let the smell out. Then I take some of the treats that I have, and I scent the bowl with the treat and that sort of thing. Then I have the dog come in, Macy, and I let her check out the bowl. I let her smell it. I put the treat underneath, and when she comes into the bowl, yes, and I give her the treat. So that's the first introduction to. The next step to your shell game is you place the bowl on the floor with the cookie underneath, and then you call the dog in. Missy, Flighty. When she comes in to investigate the bowl, yes, good girl, excellent. Give her the cookie. Good girl, good job. The next step, once your dog has the concept of going in and sniffing the bowl for the treat, is to start adding bowls. So you put out the scented bowl with the cookie under it, and you add a second bowl. Call your dog in. She goes to the scented one. Yes. Good girl. And you saw she went to the other one as well, but quickly realized that this one was the one that had the cookie. Good girl, excellent work, good job. So when you're doing the shell game, make sure that you repeat each step until you think the dog has the concept. So don't move on too fast. Yes. Good job. Excellent. So she found the cookie, she gets it. Good dog. Lots of praise, remember, have fun. So what you do is you continue to add bowls until your dog is up to the 10 or 11 bowls. Good girl, yes. If your dog happens to go into the wrong article, don't say anything. They'll soon figure out that they are to find the one with the smell. She knows this game quite well because she's played it quite a lot. Good girl. Good girl. Remember to always praise your dog and enjoy it. Have fun with it. Good girl. Okay, so we've now worked up to 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 bowls, whatever it is. And this should be where the dog is actually having to smell to find the one with the treat under it. So Macy? Yes, good girl. So as you saw, she went in and she smelled all the bowls to make sure that none of the other ones had anything under them. And that's what you want. And you want to be able to hear them sniffing as they're working. Good dog. Once you think your dog has the shell game down so that it's using its nose and indicating which bowl the cookie is under, then you can move on to actually starting to use your tubes. What I generally do is I like to mark the tube with a small piece of white tape so that I know which tube is the scented one. So the toothbrush holder actually represents the dowel part of your dumbbell. So then what I start to do is I bring the dog in, Macy, and I show her the tube. Looky, looky, looky. What's that? What's that? And make it exciting. I show her that I'm putting the cookies in there. Look where they're going. Look at that. Good girl. Yes, good girl. Look at that. Nice. Then I hold it out. Yes. And when she comes into it, I open it up. Yes, what a good girl. And give her the cookie. So I'll do that a couple of times. Yes, good girl. And when she comes in, big deal. Good girl, good girl. Look at that. Hold the tube out. Yes. When she goes into the tube, open it. Yes, what a good girl. So that's your first step to introducing the tube to the dog. Yes, good girl. Okay, so now I'm going to move on. Macy, always let your dog see you fill the tube. What's that? What's that? What's in there? What's that? Good girl. Gonna put your cookies in? Yes, gonna put your cookies in. Then I take the scented one and I bring out an unscented one. And I hold them both out and have her indicate. Yes, good girl. When she goes on to the scented one, I open it up. Good girl, good girl. Good job, excellent. And give her the cookie, okay? So again, you have one unscented one and the scented one. And you hold them out. If she tries to take the wrong one, just say nothing. Yes, good girl, excellent. And open up the scented one. Good job, excellent, good work. After she's successfully been able to indicate which one is the scented one just in my hands, then I'm going to transfer to the floor. So I just take the scented article, I put it on the floor. She goes in, perfect. If they pick it up, that's a bonus. If they just smell it, great, good job. Open it up and give them the cookie. Good job, excellent, good work, good girl. I don't want to overwhelm the dog when I'm teaching it the scent game. So at a later time, I play another game for the pickup and delivery. At this point, I just want the dog to know to go in and indicate the scented article. Putting 2 tubes on the floor. Again, always letting your dog see you fill the tube. So then you just ask your dog, Macy, come in. Perfect, good girl. Excellent, good girl. Good girl. Excellent job, good work. Good job. Over time also, when you are starting to add more tubes, you put less of the smell of the treat in the tube and more of the smell of your hand. So over time, start lessening the smell of the food and start using the scent of your hand. When you set your tubes out, always remember to set them parallel to the dog. So when she comes in, she's coming in onto the scent of the tube. Good girl, excellent, good job. Excellent, good job. Good job. Add your tubes slowly and build up, making sure that the dog knows what he or she is doing every step of the way. Yes, good girl. And she picked it up that time, which was a bonus. Good girl, good pickup, good find. Nice job, good girl. Excellent. Yes, good girl. Good job. Nice finds. Good girl. Good girl. Excellent. Good job. Good girl. At this point, the smell now should just be your scent. You should have taken a clean article, one that you hadn't put food in before, and now just put your scent on it. Yes, good girl, excellent. So now I just give her the cookie. Good girl, excellent job. When storing your articles, make sure that you use an aerated bag and always leave the scented article separate from your others for a couple of hours to let it aerate. Again, yes, you can get these at your friendly dollar store. What did we do before we had the dollar store? I don't know. So that's how to store your articles. Now you're ready to move on to your articles. If you've done dumbbell retrieve with your dog, this might be a little confusing at first for the dog. They may want to go in and just grab the dumbbell. But you have to be patient. After a short period of time, they will realize that they are still playing the scent game. Set your tube out among your dumbbells and send the dog. Good girl! So you see, over time, add more dumbbells and lessen the amount of tubes that you have on the floor. Good girl. Continue adding your dumbbells until you have more dumbbells and only one of your tubes, your scent tube, left. Good girl. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to scent the wooden article number 2, and I'm going to put it in the pile with no tube, and she should make the adjustment over onto the article. Good girl! Number 2, and make sure you always reward. So now what you've done, you've made the dowel of the dumbbell like the tube, and she thinks that that's where the cookie's still coming from. Your end result should look something like this. The dog is sitting, the articles are all out. What I like to do is cut my hand over the dog's nose to give her my scent. Then I tell her, find it. Perfect. Good girl. Yay! Excellent. High five. High five. High five. Good job. Do a little spin. Do a little twist. And that's the end result of your tube game. I hope you've enjoyed this small video, and I certainly hope that it helps you down the road in teaching your dog scent articles. Remember, enjoy and have fun.